Okay. Hey YouTube, it's Coco. I am back with another video. Today is Military Monday. You guys know how it goes. Today we're just going to talk about week 2 and week 3. Very easy. And yeah, so let's just get right into the video. So I have like this little paper. I wrote down everything. So to start off week 2, you're going to start doing RLA. So RLA means recruit living area. Basically folding your clothes, rolling socks, rolling t-shirts, clipping strings, because you need to do this. You're going to have an inspection, so you don't want any dust on any of your clothes, you don't want any dust on any of your socks, whatever it is. You're gonna lint roll everything, because for this inspection they want everything to be perfect, even though they know it's not going to be perfect, but they do give you time to clip your strings and all of that stuff, so it's gonna be okay. Second week we also do the peanut butter shot. The peanut butter shot. Okay, peanut butter shot is not as bad as you think it is. The peanut butter shot is not that bad, but it's bad at the same time, because I know when I got mine, they do it in your butt, and y'all, your butt is gonna hurt. Some people it didn't hurt, some people it did hurt really bad. I know mine, they were like, you need to sit directly on it when you get done, like when you get back from them giving you the shot, and if you don't, then it's gonna stiffen up. You need to rub the area a lot or it's gonna stiffen up, and you don't want that shot to just sit there. You need to rub it out, because like when you get the shot, you'll know exactly what I mean, because it's like, it's penicillin, so it's really thick, so you could literally feel this shot like moving through your body. And I was literally in there like shaking, like, please just hurry up and give me a shot. So it was bad, but it was okay at the same time. It's not that bad. You'll get over it. Everybody gets it, and you need to get it anyway. You don't want to get strep throat, you don't want to get sick or anything like that. It's really for your own good, so suck it up, get the peanut butter shot, you'll be good. Next, in week 2, you'll get your name tapes. Your name tapes won't be sewn on your uniform at first. When you first get your uniform, you just have your uniform. So name tapes will be issued to you week 2, because they have to be made, and then week 3 they'll get sewn on. So also in week 2, you want to start doing your 1x3s. So 1x3s are push-ups and sit-ups. So you basically count how many push-ups you can do in a minute, and once you, so say I do 30 push-ups in a minute, right? I'm going to divide 30 by 3, 10. So each minute I'm going to do 10 push-ups, and then the next minute I'm going to do 10 push-ups, next minute I'm going to do 10 push-ups. So that's a total of 30 push-ups in 3 minutes. It's just basically getting you ready for, getting you built up to like ready for your PT test. So that's a really good thing that I would start doing at home if I'm coming into BMT, and it works with push-ups and sit-ups. You're gonna get a mock PT test. It's not the real test, so you have one your first week just to see where you're at. This week, the 3rd week, you're supposed to be better. That's why they give you another one, and you can fail this one. So the first week it was like 21 minutes for the run, and anybody could do that, but this next one is like 16 minutes for the run. So it's like you're supposed to be progressing throughout the whole time that you're there, and that's basically what they want to see. So do your 1x3s. They're going to introduce you into 1x3s. I would do them every day. I would do them 3 times a day. They actually give you a sheet for the PTOs to like make sure everybody's doing their 1x3s. The PTOs need to sign off on it and everything. So it's just to keep you on track, and I would definitely do it. Sometimes you could get complacent, and you'll hear that a lot. Y'all are getting complacent, y'all are getting too used to this, and it happens because when you're in BMT, you get used to the routine. But that's one thing that you got to keep thinking, like, it's not over yet. I still need more work. Always improve yourself. So on to 3rd week. A lot of stuff happens in 3rd week. So you get your blues issued to you. This is your 2nd clothing issue. Your 1st clothing issue was your ABUs or OCPs. So the 2nd clothing issue is your blues. and you'll also get your no, going too far. So the blues is the third week. You'll also go on a job interview. So everybody that's open admin, open general, open mechanical, whatever it is that you're open, you're going to go in there, and the same thing that you did at the recruiting office, you list the jobs that you would want from 1 to 8, I think, or something like that. And they give you a sheet as well. They give you a longer sheet than you had in a recruiting office. They gave us a sheet because I went open admin, and on that sheet it was all of the jobs that I could apply for. They gave me my score. If it's bigger than your score, then you can't apply for it, but if it's less than your score, or if it is your score, you could apply for it. And then that's when you put it on a sheet and you turn it in. You also get an interview. Make sure you're still qualified for the job. You didn't smoke, do this, do that. Can you lift this much weight? Can you do this? Can you do that? Or whatever. They're just making sure that you are qualified. So that was like really exciting. That was really interesting. Also getting our name tapes are interesting, because when you get your blues issued, you're also going to get your name like on your uniform as well. We had our sewn on. I don't know, for the OCPs, they're Velcro, so maybe y'all are getting like the little Velcro straps and y'all can already just put it on. So maybe it's different, I don't know. But mine's, for the ABUs, it was sewn on, and we were like really excited. So they also talk about the GI Bill. There's post 9/11 GI Bill, and there's the Montgomery GI Bill. They'll ask you to pick one of them. It's really hard to explain which one is the best. I picked the 9/11 GI Bill because the Montgomery GI Bill requires them taking money out of my account, and I ain't for it. Y'all already taking enough money, so you know, nada, not doing it. So I picked the 9/11, and I don't know, it just works for me. So they don't really give you enough time to pick, because you're like in a briefing while they're doing it and they're explaining it and stuff like that, and they really be trying to, I know the person that we had, the instructor that we had, he was like really pushing people to get the Montgomery, and I was just like, nah fam, I'm gonna stick with the 9/11. So yeah, that's that. Also, you'll start doing drill. So this is where you learn how to do your phasing movements. This is when you learn how to flank. This is when you'll see flights marching and the whole flight turn one way, and it looks so cool, it looks so amazing, it looks so sharp. You will learn all of that because you have to for parade. So you'll have to learn all types of phasing movements for parade. Also, you'll start going to parade practice. So every Saturday is parade practice. Our third week, we just watched parade practice, and then fourth, fifth, sixth, you know, seventh, all those weeks, we actually were in parade practice, marching and practicing with the other flights as well. Like I said, you're gonna have your mock PT tests. So basically just do the best that you can on the mock PT test. The real PT test isn't until 6th week, along with the ELC. The end of course exam is the 6th week, and you also have another inspection. So you have this first inspection, and then you have another one a week later, I think, or 2 weeks later or something like that. But it's just for progression. It's a progress check. That's what you're gonna hear a lot: progress check, progress check, progress check. You're gonna hear that a lot. Also, so that's all gonna be in the 6th week. The final progress check, the final PT test, the final the ELC. So that's all gonna be 6th week. Also, you're gonna do duty flight. So duty flight is when your whole flight goes and do duty. People can clean up CQ, but you're not gonna clean up CQ all day. I remember our MTI would be like, all right, so I need 9 people, go downstairs and clean up CQ. They'll volunteer you, this or whatever. When we did duty flight, half of us was in KP, half of us was in the warehouse. I did KP. KP is fun. When you get to boot camp, you're gonna hear like a lot of stuff in the DFAC, and most of it is KP. KP is kind of like relaxed, you get to eat all day, but you do have to clean up. So after every chow, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner, after every chow you have to clean up the DFAC. That's not fun though. That's not the fun part. The fun part is eating and not being, you know, people not like in your face all day, or you're not steady getting instructions and all this stuff. It's just kind of a little relaxation, but at the same time you still got to clean up, you still got to be on your job or whatever. I don't know what they do in the warehouse. I know half of my flight went to the warehouse, and maybe I think in the warehouse is when they issue you your second boots, and we didn't get our second boot issue until like 5th week. So I think that's where the warehouse is, because when we did get our second boot edition, it was trainees just like us giving us boots, and they were making sure that the warehouse was steady organized. Also, 3rd week is when you're going to start marching alone. So you'll have like, I forgot what they're called, they're like little flights. It's like consists of 4 people or 5 people or whatever, maybe 6 people, but someone's going to be calling cadence in the back, and y'all are going to be marching by yourselves. When it comes to 3rd week, they're basically giving you freedom. Like, all right, you should know this stuff, everybody should be, you know, good at it, and we need to trust y'all to go along by yourselves, because the MTRs are going to start backing up, and they're going to start let you doing stuff alone by yourself. So gonna start marching by yourself. Everyone should know how to march at this point, and everybody should know how to call cadence at this point as well. So that's that. Also, you get a phone call. It's like a 10 to 15 minute phone call, so you can call anybody you want, and it's not just one person. You could call multiple people. But one thing you don't do is get on social media. I did check my social media, but I ain't never like, I wasn't on there like tweeting like, hey y'all from boot camp. Like, no, that wasn't me. I did text my friend one time because I had seen a text message from him, and he was like, Cora, I tried to call you, like, you really gonna answer? And I was just like, what's up? And then I had to like turn my phone off or whatever. I texted my best friend one time, but it wasn't like pictures or nothing like that, but I don't really care. But I did call my family. You could call as many people as you want. Every time I tried to call my mom, she never answered, but she wrote me every single week, so it was like I ain't hear from her, but I heard from her. But that is like your first phone call in like weeks since like the very first or second day that you got there, because I think the second day is when they take your phones and put it up. You get like a 5-minute phone call, basically giving your family the mailing address so they can start writing you letters and stuff like that. Honestly, by 2nd and 3rd week, your letters should start rolling in. A lot of people who letters didn't start rolling in until 4th week. It takes a long time. Don't be discouraged at all. I was really sad because I didn't have no letters. And then one time I came back from doing laundry, and everybody was like, Belle, you got like 15 letters. And I was like, oh my god, people do love me. Oh, anyways, so yeah, it was like really cool. So definitely don't be discouraged at all. You're gonna get through it. Once week 3 comes, it starts to get really easy. It starts to be really repetitive. You have to know what's going on. Like, you have to just don't get complacent. Like, I know you're gonna get really comfortable, because I feel like BMT was a really good time for me. And then once I got out of BMT and went to tech school, it was like super different. Like, I couldn't get used to tech school. I was so used to like the structure at BMT. I was eating 3 times a day. I got to work out every single day, and you know, I got to be around people that I like, you know. So in tech school is like, oh, you got like so much freedom. But we'll get to tech school. I think I covered everything for yeah. So last thing I'm going to talk about is the briefings. You're going to get so many briefings. I don't remember none of them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The only briefings that I remember is the sexual assault, and that will be drilled into your head everywhere you go. You get out of BMT, you go to tech school, you get out of tech school, you go to your first duty station. It's going to stay being drilled in your head. Every single duty station that you go to is going to be drilled in your head. Like, the Air Force is zero tolerance for sexual assault, anything that happens like that. So that's really what I got out of basic training, and at least I got that, because everything else I barely remember, but sometimes it just comes back. Honestly, in BMT, and if you can make it to third week without tripping up, if you can make it to third week without getting hurt, and if you can make it to third week without, you know, anything happening to you or you not giving up, you'll be good. You'll be so solid, because I feel like third week you're halfway there. After 6th week, nothing else matters. Like, yeah, you're still in BMT, but hey, I took my ELC, I took my PT test, I passed my inspection, I passed all the tests that I needed to pass. You're done. All you got is Beast Week, and then you graduate after that. So if you can get to third week, you'll be solid. Everything will be smooth sailing after that. But anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions on anything, and yeah, don't be scared to ask me anything at all. I'll see y'all next time in my next video. Bye.